Hey guys, Happy New Year. I've got a new off-meta build to share with you. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but the second anything I'm playing becomes meta, I just get bored. I can't really explain it much better than that. Poison concoction, it got boring for me. So what I did was I liquidated the character while all the prices were up and the character was most meta, and I made some strategic investments, and well, while I'm waiting for those to pay off, I've come to terms with making this character. This character is not very strong. It didn't cost a lot. I pretty much purchased everything for exalts. Didn't spend much on any single piece except for this. This is the original Sin, the piece that I'm building around. I've got a CI Pathfinder using a mix of evasion and energy shield. And like I said, it's not super strong or anything, but it relies on a couple auras to make it super OP. The Ghost Dance is pretty strong. Grim Feast gives me a lot of energy shield when I'm mapping. And Plague Bear, that's my nuke, my AoE nuke, which is good. Despair, obviously, is just a curse, which reduces chaos res. I don't use it often. And then Eye of Winter to apply fully the full Wither debuff. Okay, besides that, here's what I got cooking up. So the original Sin converts all LA to chaos damage, which means with enough poison chance, I can make any spell essentially poison. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running a Spark with a lot of levels on it because of the amulet and the wand. So a level 27 Spark with Deadly Poison, Bursting Plague, Lightning Mastery, and Considered Casting. The idea here is to make this hit somewhat hard. I mean, Spark doesn't hit hard in general, but what it does do well is cover the whole screen. And as a Pathfinder, the poison proliferates, right? So as long as you basically poison one thing anywhere on the screen, whatever's next to it'll die, and whatever's next to that'll die. So here's what I've got for the Ascendancies. I'm level 94, keep that in mind. I'm kind of workshopping all this, but I'm running super low on gold at the moment, so I figured I would just stick with what I've got and give it a shot. I'm running like 6 poisons, I think. I'm not running Comorbidity, and I'm not running Snake Pit. So, yeah, it's CI. I've got Eternal Youth, because I obviously don't have health, and I've got some Energy Shield, some evasion stacking as well. So yeah, here's what the tree looks like in case you're curious. I need the dexterity here for the Plague Bear requirement, and you might not think it's worth it, but when it comes to AoE clearing, it's worth it. Spark doesn't hit very hard. So now that I've given you a quick introduction to the character, I'm going to run a boss, a tier 16 boss. I'm not doing the Citadel because I don't want to fail it, and there's a good chance I will. So let's just do this one instead. Let's do Decay and see what happens. Before I begin, I just want to quickly say these boots, the Corpse Wade, they're insane. They're so crazy. It actually is disheartening to put this pair of boots on and realize everything I've done to create this unique character has gone to waste. They're so strong, it just invalidates all the cool, interesting, fun things you can do in this game. But anyways, here's what the character looks like. I haven't actually played too much on this, so forgive me if I map like a little girl. I also think this map rolled increased life on mobs. It certainly feels like it. Maybe not. When I play this character, I think of the vision GGG must have had when they first released this game. It feels like a character should feel. Like there's intricacies, there's a level of unique gameplay. I mean, I have to run 4 joules on this character in order for my single target nuke to actually do damage. So I didn't actually cover it, sorry. I'm using Comet. So the idea here was to get the hardest hitting spell and make it apply poison, right? Because all that Ellie damage is going to convert to poison, I think. So yeah, I had to figure out how to get 100% poison chance on the tree so that I could skip out using the Envenom gem and get the most value out of my links. Because if I had to rely on Envenom, then only Spark or Comet would be doing any damage, and that's not super cool. I wanted both to be useful. I wanted to have something for AoE, and I wanted to have something to nuke a rare if I needed to. Like here, I totally missed that, but you can see stuff dies. I haven't actually had to use Comet yet. That's why I picked a boss map. Jeez, I kind of got stuck there. So I could test out the single target and see what happens. I don't think it's going to be very good, and I think my Atlas tree still has like increased tier of bosses on it, but still going to send it, so see how it goes. Again, the Corpse Wade boots would completely invalidate all this content pretty much on its own. And there's really no reason to play this type of character whatsoever. I just wanted to do something fun and unique and be a hipster. I'm pretty tired of doing meta stuff, and I don't know. I just like doing unique stuff in this game. This is bad. Luckily, I am immune to chaos damage, one of the few perks of this character. Again, it's a tier 16. The character does look a little bit better on a tier 15. Or at least it feels better, but I don't know. Wanted to see what it was capable of. To be completely clear, this is the first tier 16 I've done on this character. Oh, we got the boss. Missed my curse. Missed my comet. Let's see what we got. Any damage? I mean, is it useless? No. Is it good? Also no. I'm wondering if I don't just spark her down. I can recover life with the flask, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's totally not doing a lot of damage, but this is the vision, boys. I have absolutely no flask sustain whatsoever, so the boss kind of needs to die. Chucking in a few sparks just to get the poison stacks up. Absolutely can't hit the max stack with Comet alone. Gonna wait for some natural mana regen because the flask is running a little low. It's kind of good timing so I can avoid those. Blow her up a little. Regen some energy shield with my flask. Pot up. Debuffer and nuke with the Comet. Hit her with this, and then I'll be able to call her down with Power Siphon from the wand, which is kind of cool to have. I don't use it a whole lot, but yeah. I mean, that's a tier 16 boss, and If we look at my atlas, you can see that it's a little bit juiced, not entirely, but it's a couple tiers up there. Yeah, so that's the character. It's seriously nothing special, and that's not why I'm trying to show it off. I just am, I don't know, I'm happy that I found something cool to play around with. At least I think it's cool. And unique, that's the big thing. It's completely unique, I think. I don't know that I've heard or seen anybody else talk about this or do this. And I can't see why anybody really would either, right? Because it's not strong. That's the big thing, is it's not very good. You could literally put on the corpse way boots. I know I keep saying it, but you just slap those boots on and just run in circles, and that's it. But I have a feeling that's going to get nerfed fairly soon. So when that does get nerfed, when everything gets nerfed, I expect the economy to crash and my uniqueness will shine. No, that's copium. But I think you guys kind of see where I'm coming from anyways. It's just cool to play something that nobody else is really playing, or I don't know. It's nice to feel like Christopher Columbus in an ARPG sometimes. You know, exploring the unknown. All right, well, I guess I'll complete the map. I'll show you what Comet looks like on a rare enemy, at least. The boss damage is not impressive. This is the first I'm seeing it, so I might have to solve it or figure out a solution that isn't poison concoction, because that would obviously fix it. But that's just boring. One shot the screen. Oh, one shot me. Alright, well, you can see stuff is dying, even off screen over here. That's the poison proliferation going in, but there we have it, dudes. There is my character. Kind of expected to die. I'll hover over the gear one more time, in case there's anybody still listening or watching. I'll kind of talk about what's happening here. So I wanted to juice up the level of spells because the gems hit harder. Basically, you get more flat damage, which converts into chaos, which equals bigger poison. So yeah, prioritize that, and then spell damage and chaos damage here on the wand, and same for the shield. Just high energy shield here. Cast speed too is pretty nice, so you can get off a bunch of sparks and Comet when you need it. You don't need life on the helmet. I just can't find anything better than this for a decent price. I'm only paying like 20-25 exalts at most for these pieces, and a lot of it is less. I actually had this as leftover. I just salvaged it from my poison concoction. It hasn't sold, so I just kept it. Bought this ring for like 10x maybe, because it helped me with my cold res. This was the most expensive piece. That I got it for 2 divines. I just thought it was cool. Wanted to do something with it. And yeah, rarity here, rarity here. Resistances, I mean, you don't need life at all, so just get mana instead if you can. Yeah, the jewels. Oh, right, the jewels are important because you need to get poison on hit, 40%. If you copy my skill tree anyways, I take poison on hit wherever possible. So like those two, this one up here, and then there's 2 more 8%ers here. And then once you have all that, you still need 40%. So I've got a bunch of 10% chance to poisons, and I just tried to look for one other good mod at least, and these were like 10 to 20 exalts at most, and at that point it's basically super affordable, so it's not really a big deal. I mean, as you can see, they're not anything special. I just kind of slapped the character together because I didn't know if I wanted to fix it or min-max it, but it seems cool. Still don't think I'm going to put too much money into it. It doesn't seem worth it based on the boss damage we just looked at. But it is cool. Proof of concept is here. There's a lot more that I can do, I think, with different skills or different setups. I think it's possible to use this ring for an attack-based build instead of spells, but I just wanted to see what it would look like with Spark and Comet absolutely cooking the screen. And as you can see, it's not too bad, but the Corpse Blade boots, man, they just ruined the game. It's crazy. Anyways, see ya.